Welcome everyone. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Divine Femme Carrot 144. Happy to bring you this reading. This reading is for those who have their moon sign in the zodiac sign of Taurus. Again, I thank you so much for being here. I send you love. I'm going to go ahead and begin my shuffle. I'm using the Melanated Classic Tarot deck by Julia Julesby and Ubria Chanshaw. This is going to be a 6-card spread. I hope that you all are feeling well, feeling blessed, feeling lovey, sharing love, adjusting through what may feel like massive changes. I was getting the number 5 pretty strongly for your energy. There's something on my thing there. Get that off of there. And then a lot of energy about just maintaining and keep on pushing. Continue to move forward. Continue to be strong. Be the Taurus, beautiful Taurus moons that you are known to be. I feel like with this mood here, a lot of you are feeling pretty silky. So I hope that these messages that come are helpful for you. Sorry, it's my traditional bump or two where I bumped my camera in this video, so I apologize. We are coming close to sunset as well, so that may mean something for you as well. Take this messages, guidance as it resonates. I'll go ahead and leave the deck here. And the first card that we have is the Judgment card. And I had a premonition about this. This came to my vision a little bit earlier on today. So I definitely would say that this energy is pretty impactful and powerful. Whenever you are receiving these messages, we've got 2 10s here, and I was just speaking on the number 5. 5's coming to a 10. 10's about endings, working our way up and through things. So a lot of you have been through some transformations that have dealt with some, I would say, some pretty intense awakenings. I'm seeing a lot of this energy here as a tribal celebration of some sorts. And also, these particular colors, they may be significant to you. With the Judgment card here, overall, this is just speaking to something being called into action. I would say definitely a power play of some sorts. As far as the universe is concerned. With the 2 10s here, I want to say that I'm feeling like these are the 10 of Swords and the 10 of Wands energy. And these 3 energies here in the forefront are pretty significant. I almost feel like too, like this is something this is a destined energy here. This is a destined connection. I feel like this is a calling to home where these 3 individuals in the back here, like when I was speaking on a tribe of some sorts, like there's movement forward in this horn here from this beautiful angel here. And I'm getting Archangel Michael, so that may be significant, is making a call to action. I was getting very strong African vibes too as well. So when I mention this flag here, it's really strong rooted in African roots of some sort. Now this may be a part of your past lineage, doesn't necessarily have to be something that's strong in this current lifetime, but it definitely means something and is definitely significant. I want to say too that the female energy, I would say, is more of an embracing energy of this judgment call, more accepting, not necessarily more accepting, but just you can obviously see here by the willingness and the openness to receive and surrender. This is a call of surrendering, where all control is being abolished. Spirits are coming and rising from the dead, moving into water. It's almost like this water is moving. I was saying this earlier, it was moving them forward towards this beautiful, it feels like a reunion of some sorts, of something from a long, something that's a long time coming. And then the mountains stuck out too, so you may be a lover of the mountains. That may have some significance to you. I'm hearing Himalayan mountains. But definitely feeling like I can feel the energy of these spirits coming to life with the blowing of the horn of this beautiful angel here. And this having to do with strong African roots. And this isn't, take it as it resonates. And I want to say you don't have to be a certain culture, a certain race. But again, take it as it resonates. And I want to say too that the force behind this call is pretty active. Some good initiative that is taking place and coming about. A lot of emotion is involved here too. And there will be some clarifications and I feel like conversations as well and clarity as far as moving forward. This is a great first card to begin, because this means that order is being restored. And definitely with those 2 tens, I do feel like those were the 10 of swords and the 10 of wands. Where there are some completions, where we have gone through the whole process from 1 to 10. And there's 2 tens, 2 completions. So there's 2 beginnings, 2 special, significant new beginnings that are on the horizon. All right, and then the second card we have is the Ace of Cups. So, I mean, without a doubt, I was just saying this, that we are coming upon some endings here, and we have a offer of love. I feel like this is a offer from the divine for sure, but this is the spiritual that's manifesting into the physical. There's quite a bit of emotion here. I feel like with this connection here and with this call to action in a restored order of some sorts in our life, that the divine is intervening. And this is I feel like this is one of the calls of action. So coming off of that 10 of Wands, 10 of Swords energy, there's a new beginning with this Ace of Cups. Cups energy is Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. This is an ace. This is a 1. This is, to me, coming from those 10s, all about a renewal, a rebirth, being revitalized. This may be significant as far as your religion as well, and the importance that presides over the amount of emotion that has been expressed. It's like, I'm just seeing like waterfall after waterfall, and just a never-ending amount of divine love that is coming in. So something is manifesting, and there is a very significant and special offer here. W or M may be significant. I can even see this as a Sigma sign. If you turn this over, that would be a Sigma sign. That may be significant for some of you, dealing with fraternities or sororities. And then before I move on to the next card, This cup is, it's like it's connected. This cup is inseparable from this hand. And so I would just say to eliminate any doubt, continue to hold your faith, and have trust in what is meant for you. Lean not into your own understanding, as a lot of the time we feel like we know everything. I feel like too with that judgment card, and speaking of surrendering, it's like we are coming into a realization that we are not as in control as we think we are, and it all comes down to a divinity energy. I feel like this may be an ancestor as well, connected to these ancestors here that we see in the water. We have more water here, even though this is the judgment card. That water is pretty significant. And so I'm overall getting this being an offer that your ancestors are handing over to you. And this is manifesting itself into the physical. And also too, like with those mountains here in this judgment card, I'm getting more of a wintry type energy. And then I can see here that we have some leaves here that kind of speaks of spring, some kind of floral type energy. And these are also like, I could see these as being like lily pads and lotuses as well. So that may be significant for you as well. We'll put that there. So that is beautiful. That's definitely speaking of what's to come, what's that next step. If you aren't already in that, this is on its way towards you. And I would say it would be hard to not know that this is coming, just with the amount of emotion that is present in this card, and then also that I was getting in that first card. And like it's like happening like right now. And you can feel it. It's probably making you cry at times. It's a happy thing. It's not a sad thing. There may be some sad moments, but overall this is a happy energy. Also too, I'm seeing where some things from the past may be falling away. Some of those tears may have to dealing with certain things from the past where you are shedding and releasing a lot of old unwanted energies, and the divine is helping you with this as well. I did mention lily pads and lotuses. Frogs may be significant to you as well, but this is just like a smooth, graceful entrance of some well-deserved love that is much needed for you. I feel like you've been giving a lot. And I feel like also too with the emotional abundance that is coming in, the sparkle of that gold cup just speaks to some material abundance as well. And this definitely being connected, and like, it's like a never-ending fountain because it's connected to this hand coming from this beautiful divine energetic spirit. And it just continues to flow. It continues to also be fed in different directions. So you're golden. The third card we have is the Three of Wands. And so this is, I would say, a manifestation, ships coming in, you standing there waiting for this arrival. Just as I was saying, like if you're not feeling this already, you know that this is coming because you can feel it. And with this yellow energy here, it's definitely a sign and confirmation of something being felt. Some goldenness, some sunniness, happiness, joy, a good Jupiter energy as well. Speaking of that abundance, you got this green here. I just feel like there is also too a connection with nature. And I feel like too, it's like you have manifested golden waters. Because I feel like these are all the same waters. They're all the same. But I feel like the way that you see them in your perspective here, these are pure and golden waters that you have manifested. This is pure abundance that is coming to you. I also feel like, too, this may be like a sunlight energy that you may be right in front of. So some of you may be sun gazers. Definitely, I would say, receiving a lot of good energy from the sun. If you aren't in the sunshine, do get into the sunshine. Get out in nature. Be out and about. But getting back to this 3, and I'm thinking of the Empress card as well, which is also a 3 energy. And so it's possible that this particular energy here, you could either be that Empress or you are awaiting your ship to come in so you are able to reunite with this Empress. Maybe this is an Emperor and an Empress who are to come together and form a family of some sorts. You are leaving behind a couple of wands. You've got your hand on one wand that you know for sure that you are taking with you. I do see this as a King of Wands. It reminds me of the King of Wands standing here waiting for their ships to come in. I feel like, too, this could be like someone who's at the beach who takes delight in people watching. They like to go out, be by the seashore, and just watch people have fun and take delight in that. Almost like, too, their energy that they give just by being there. It kind of, what's the word? Emanates all around them, wherever they may go. But definitely a manifestation of some sort. Ships coming in. And it definitely has to do with this Ace of Cups here. Wands energy is Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. This is also a very hard-working person. Who has had to make some sacrifices and leave some things behind that they may have had a hard time in doing so. But I'm getting like the Midas touch. I'm just seeing like the earthen plains here, being upon a cliff. This almost also too reminds me of, this is like a combination of, I feel like the King of Wands, the Magician, the Fool card, and also the Hermit, because you can't really see their face. It's almost like they don't have a hood on, but the light is there. It just resembles a lot of good transformative energies. Taking a risk, taking a leap of faith. Assuring that what you dive into is going to be for your greatest good, for sure. So that's a very good card. That's an awesome card. Let's spread these out a little bit since we got all this beautiful spice. All right, and the 4th card, we have another 3. This is the 3 of Pentacles. So this is a collaboration. And with this being under the Judgment card, I'm also hearing contract. So this is definitely something that is meant to take place in this lifetime. Pentacles, we had spoken about with this Ace of Cups, the spiritual manifesting into the physical. This is a collaboration that is manifesting itself into the physical here. Pentacles is about material. And Pentacles is also Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy. So this is definitely a strong energy for you. Stability is very important to you. I feel like the amount of presence, it's almost like it's being done undercover, like not a lot has to be known, but this is taking place and it is very special. It is very significant. It is highly sacred. With that 3, when I had spoken about the Empress energy, I do feel strongly about this being an Emperor and an Empress that are coming together. This reminds me of Mary and Joseph being at the inn and getting turned away because I'm seeing this as like the baby Jesus. Even though she hadn't had the baby, I just see this as the baby Jesus. Almost like, you know, after the birth of Jesus, we're coming together, and this is what we're going to be doing together. This is what we have agreed to. This is what we're coming to. And this is like, I'm seeing this as like a significant helper of some sorts in between these two parties that are helping to bring this collaboration together. A very strong presence here, especially with that yellow there. And I'm seeing that as like Jupiter colors as well. And that, yeah, that sun. And I'm seeing this cross here too, which is resemblant. And some of you may be Catholic. That may be significant in your life as well, where this is, when I was mentioning religion with that Ace of Cups, that may be significant as far as this contract and having to deal with this contract. So there may have been some, what may have appeared to be as blockages. But I feel like with this collaboration card and the judgment card, and this being under the judgment card, those things are being worked on for sure. This is a good 3 energy that we also have with this 3 of Wands. So 3 and 3. You may be seeing 3s. You may be seeing consecutive 3s. The 3 is highly significant as well. So we have 5s, 10s, and 3s. 5 speaking of change. 10 speaking of endings, coming upon new beginnings. 3s always talking about, well, not always talking about, but the 3s here definitely speaking of coming together and collaborating and making things happen in the physical realm. I'm going to switch my leggies here. Oh, and I'm also noticed too, this person may be short. That just stuck out to me only because they were standing on this bench, but they're short and mighty. Like, never underestimate this energy. This is a strong, powerful energy, and I feel like these two, like everybody's in knowing of the amount of strength that is in this collaboration, and it's pretty strong. Let me try to see what's in his hand there, because this, to me, it almost looks like a photographer who's like taking a family photo. So some of you too may be celebrating a newborn or going to be celebrating a newborn, and this is what is taking place for you. It's just a good strong bond there. Speaking of collaboration, coming into that new beginning that we were speaking of, and I feel like there's 2. So that may be with the baby there and then coming together in collaboration. This could also be the birth of something new as far as your job, career, a contract that you have, and this doesn't have to be romantic either, but a contract that you have with another person and also someone else who is like a significant tie in that bond that you share. Because again, too, I'm also seeing another cross here that's matching. So 2 matching circles with crosses in them. That may be significant for you. Ooh, it's getting darker. We go. And I'm not going to rush this. If I need to turn on lights, I will. There's no rushing in any of my processes. Everything happens as it should. So the 5th card we have is the Lovers. And how beautiful is this? I'm going to turn on my light so we can get some more light on this lovely card. Oh my God, that's so pretty. Let me turn on this other light. We're going to pull out all the stops. Hold on. BRB. Hold on, I'm coming. Okay. So that may be significant, and just you feeling like you have had to sit back and be patient when it comes to that Lover's energy. The Lover's energy is a card of Gemini. Gemini may be significant. They both are butt naked and covered by a patch of flowers in their special areas. There's the tree of life. And then we have the special tree that was eaten from as being significant. There's one mountain. I feel like this is like the sand from the hourglass. And I see this as going down. Like as this angel continues to go down, this is going down and hands are coming closer together. This is a 6 card. The energy that I'm getting connected to this Lover's card lately, it's definitely with the Devil card. This is the opposite card of the Devil card, and I just feel like this is a very strong, intense, almost to the point of obsession type energy and love here. I'm getting this as a type of godmother or grandmother angel. But I'm also noticing too that the 2 angels here, they may even be counterparts. So this may be 2 energies that are in the physical where their higher selves are working together in the spiritual plane to reunite one another together. Noticing the yellow ribbon here as well. We have it just is reminding me of like an abundant promise that has to do with Jupiter energy. So Jupiter may be strong in either you or someone that you are closely connected to's chart. And again, this doesn't have to be romantic. This could be a strong bond that's brought together in order to do something very productive that is for the greatest good of all. But that sun is massive. And I did notice with the matching wings here, it just reminds me of fire energy. So there may be strong, I'm getting Leo energy out of all of the fire signs. Strongest. Leo may be pretty heavy in your chart, very significant. The clouds, to me, right here are matching the same clouds. So I want to say that, yes, most definitely that these 2 angels, this is a divinity intervention. This is the Ace of Cups. This is right underneath the Ace of Cups, the Lover's card here. And so with the 6 and then the 1 together as a 7, I just see that as a sign from the angels that you are on the right path. So these feelings that you are feeling, this contract that you have made coming into this lifetime, it is beginning to manifest itself into this beautiful lover's energy. But definitely a strong connection. With this also too being under the Ace of Cups, I'm hearing the chosen one. So it's like these feelings that I was speaking of, the amount of emotion that is pretty much undeniable. You definitely know, like there's no doubt. I feel like also too, with a lot of the Sky card, that a lot of this has brought clarity. A lot of this energy is bringing, there's the other bump. A lot of this energy is bringing clarity so that these 2 energies can come even closer together. And so as this becomes more clear, because there's more clouds here, there's more clouds here, and then we've got this little pad of clouds after we have come from this 3 of Pentacles, this agreement, this contract that's being called into action. Ace of Cups, this beautiful divinity and divine intervention of love that is just, it's overflowing and pouring down along with the water and the sun energy gracefully down upon these 2 lovers so that I feel like on the romantic end that this is definitely something that is long overdue. Both of these energies are very grounded. They're very calm and stable. They have done a lot of work on themselves. They are effortlessly beautiful in all ways, and continue to gracefully age, is what I'm hearing. Just like a timeless energy of souls that have come together. And two, with this bow here, I'm almost seeing this as like and I want to say this is the Empress being gifted to this Emperor energy here. And these look like little fire buds, like fire flowers behind this male here. The Empress energy here, I feel, has a lot to offer. She's got beautiful fruits surrounding her, a good, happy, joyful energy. And then I feel like this male here with these fire buds, these flowers that are behind him, some of these have kind of faded away. But I feel like it's the energy of them coming together that is lighting these little fire buds in this card here. Let's see if we can get a good focus on that. And then I'm looking at this angel here. I'm noticing like this angel up here has white on. This angel here, like I was saying, is like a godmother or a grandmother energy, because she's dressed in this particular wardrobe here. That may be significant. You may know someone who may have passed who was very particular about their dress, their headdress. And again, I did mention that these were higher selves, so that's possible as well. And this could be the higher self of this beautiful energy helping in this region, and then the male energy helping in that region. And there is more of a nature-esque vibe here. So I would say angel in the spiritual, that's helping with the spiritual plane. Angel that's helping with the physical plane. But that's a good card. This is definitely about being the chosen one. Sixes too, also for me, are about unconditional love. Six of Cups, very strong soulmate, possibly. I would say definitely. But this angel too, I just feel like is like I can just hear her saying like, ah, like it's happening. And like I can see her dropping like sparkly fairy dust on each of these individuals, helping the sand to go down, possibly as they've gone through their transformations and awakening process. Definitely some happy cards. Let's see what the last card is. Awesome sauce. So this is all about a new beginning. Page of Cups. A new beginning in love. And starting off as an innocent, childlike, happy and jovial energy. I would say this is what's to follow with this. This is what kind of resembles the beginning of this coming together as they join hands. Again, Cups energy is Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. But this is, I feel like, the beginning of something big. Almost like you want to say like baby steps. And with these flowers here, I would say this is definitely that Emperor energy, that King of Wands energy. These flowers on his wardrobe here kind of remind me of the fire buds in this tree here. And then being brought to life, manifesting itself in this way, where it's becoming visible and evident and more clear. This is another beautiful sky type energy card where it's giving like a lighthearted, and just speaking of overall clarity that's coming about, this is a pretty emotional card, I would say. We've got some waves here. And so to me, that's just saying that there's some good flow of energy that's taking place in the emotional department. And again, I'm seeing the color of his boots that are kind of blending into the ground. I feel like even though these boots are not gold, we did mention having the Midas touch with that pop of energy, all that yellow on that card. But his boots are yellow as well. And I feel like everywhere that this person goes, it just becomes golden. Almost like too, like maybe this cup was like an old rusty cup. And I, you know what? I feel like too, this isn't necessarily just one energy, because you are connecting and sharing a counterpart energy, contract energy, coming together of some sorts, that this is the energy of both parties involved. And so I feel like too, as I was saying, that as both of you have come to find, and I feel like pray for your soulmate, for true love, or for a strong collaboration to take place in your career success, that you have picked up this cup. You have decided to pick up this cup. And as you pick up this cup turns to gold. And not only does it turn to gold, but you also find this lucky fish in this cup here. And this could be, I want to definitely say this is a Pisces energy. So both of you could have very strong Pisces in your chart. But this is definitely speaking on finding something new, coming upon something new, beginning to start something new. And it feels really nice. A lot of hard work has been done. There are, I feel like, some things that need to be said. And there's growth here. Growth and abundance. Growth and healing. And growth in communication. Just an overall good promise to a new beginning, a new offer that is coming forth. And I feel like it's more of the masculine energy only because of these particular flowers on this wardrobe here. But just like, yeah, just like an innocent discovery, and not really expecting this fish to pop up out of that cup. It was just like, hey, how are you? How are you? It's like an innocent greeting between two empaths. This energy here, because you're both one and the same, I just feel like both of you are able to shapeshift and form into certain things, certain animals, certain energies. Very strong, even though this is a page, but I'm just getting very strong, emotional. Almost like to the point of being shy, because this is a new start. And we did talk about 2 new starts. And so we have the Ace of Cups and the Page of Cups. With those being both cups, I would say that there's one significant beginning that is taking place that is definitely felt, having to do with a contract, dealing with a beautiful, loving energy between two people that is ordained, that is divine, that again is very sacred. And the angels are watching over this to make sure that it happens and takes place. It's promised. And it's meant to be. It's destiny, and it's fated, and it's happening. 3 of Wands too, I wanted to mention, I just thought of this, but coming from the 2 of Wands, this is like the actual movement, the ships that are coming in, the actual action of things taking place, jump starting and moving along. And here we are with this Page of Cups. So that's beautiful. It's a very good, promising and assuring reading for a new beginning. So if you have been feeling like maybe it's taking a little bit of time, you're not seeing things the way that you want to, I do feel like with that Judgment card, there is some surrendering within you. But there's a little bit of, I don't want to say anxiousness, but just that we mentioned that you definitely know and can feel this energy. It's undeniable. Excitement. That's the word. That's what I'm feeling. It's a lot of excitement, but just trying to keep your cool and maintain, continue to move forward and go with the flow of things, letting things happen that are meant to be the best for you. I want to look at the bottom of the deck so bad. I think I'm going to. Let's check it out. Okay, so this is really cool. We have the King of Swords. And so I feel like with this energy overall, underneath the bottom of the deck, with this being the underlying energy, this is definitely the reason why we have this reading here. The King of Swords is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. I'm getting more of an Aquarian energy. We did speak of the Gemini energy, so that could be very strong here as well. This is a very calculating, intuitive, very intellectual and smart person who doesn't make a move without a method. I'm seeing these as butterflies, so this is definitely speaking of transformation, and I'm hearing, and don't you fuck with me. Like, I've been through a whole lot. I've been through many cycles. I'm seeing these two moons here. We got the waxing moon and the waning moon. And then here again, we have those clouds. So it's like, I would say here, it's like if you are in a position where you are cutting things off, you aren't taking any mess from anybody, you aren't putting up with anything. As you are doing this, this is what is kickstarting. And this is what's to come about if you're not going through this already. But because you have loved yourself, because you continue to take care of yourself, and you are getting rid of what no longer serves you, you have continued to do that, and you have mastered it to where you are now this King of Swords. This King of Swords likes to be outdoors. So I feel like, too, that this king has taken a few steps outside quite a bit lately, just in order to have some space, to get some air, to be able to breathe, to ground, to stay grounded. We did speak this grounding energy, seeing the lovers here, bare naked, standing on green pasture. And then also, too, I did mention this being a King of Wands energy and overall an Emperor energy. So we still have the King of Cups and then the King of Pentacles that aren't necessarily in this reading, but we do have that amount of abundance. And then we have the cups here, speaking of that love. So we do have an incorporation, a good, which I feel is a definitely good balance to this reading. And so, as I was saying, the King of Swords here is on this cliff. I'm seeing these mountains here that were in the Judgment card. We have the clouds here coming from a lot of these cards. The Judgment card, the Ace of Cups, and the Lovers. And then also, too, the red cape kind of stands out. And then with his blue underneath here, that stood out to me as well. So I'm definitely seeing this as the same type of energy in this reading. And just cutting off things, and because things are being cut off and you are transforming and coming into things that are greater for you and for your greatest benefit. Again, that Judgment call is coming into play. And also, too, like normally with I would say, swords type energy, especially in the Queen of Swords, like more of the throne is being shown. This King of Swords may be hiding some things. Coming off, I would say, quite bigger than what he really is. Almost like the, I want to say like the Wiz. Or from the Wizard from the Wizard of Oz. Where they come off a certain way, but then underneath all of this, they're like a, you know, in a positive way, I would say like a soft teddy bear. And it's possible because of the soft teddy bear that you have had to incorporate more of this King of Swords energy in order for action to take place that is meant for you and your greatest good, and also the person that you are connected to. So, Taurus Moons, this was a very pretty interesting reading for you. A very loving and promising energy. A very impactful and powerful energy that has very good angel energy in here as well. Higher self energy, strong root energy. And again, I would say a good balance with the amount of abundance that's here, where there's cups energy, swords energy, wands energy. And then not necessarily, well, we have pentacles energy here, but there's a lot of pentacle type energy I feel in most of these cards here. But a very good balance overall. Also, too, noticing the stone here. And I had mentioned not wanting a whole lot to be known about this. I'm connecting these two stone type energies here. And so it could be what that King of Swords is kind of keeping under wraps. A lot is wanting to be said too, because I'm trying to hold this deck together without really seeing all the cards underneath it. And I just feel like without really moving a whole lot, which isn't normal, a lot of these cards are kind of popping out trying to be noticed. And so I just feel like there's some good things that are definitely coming to fruition, that are being held, you know, at a certain level of announcement for a very good reason. I would say too that that King of Swords is very balanced too, just seeing the overall energy. Now, there may be times where that sword, because that's a big sword, that sword could be pretty nasty in the cut, but it's only used as necessary and as needed. This King of Swords, I'm just noticing the purple too. So definitely, as I was saying about the intuitiveness, very strong intuitiveness, crown chakra, third eye energy. Very stoic and just not giving off a whole lot of energy. Not laying all their cards out on the table, and for very good reason. Because again, this is something that's very sacred. So again, I hope that these messages were helpful, that you were able to get some confirmations, some guidance, some messages that will help you as you move along and move forward in your path. This is absolutely gorgeous. It's a beautiful energy. And I'm excited for you guys. I know you guys are excited as well. And if you don't know that this is to come for you, just know that this reading here is confirming that for you, and trust the process. Always trust and always listen to you and your intuition first before you listen to anybody outside of you, because Spirit is always going to be within you and speaking to you about what is greatest for you. Never rely on anyone outside of you more than you rely on yourself. All right, Taurus Moon. So again, it's almost like I don't want to let you go. Your energy is just so lovable and huggable. So you may be a good hugger and you may give off those good candy-coated hugs. So I appreciate you and I thank you for that love. And I'll go ahead and end this reading. I wish you all the best. Thank you so much again for your love and support. Take good care. Peace. I love you. Peace.